Namaste, chair yogis. Welcome to a chair yoga class. I'm Elizabeth from Soluna, and I'm delighted to lead you through this class. I hope everybody's doing well. And let's use this time right now to get organized so we don't have to get up during the practice. Making sure your phones are shut off, making sure you have your in-session sign hung up, and letting others in your space know that this time is for you. So I welcome you to take this time also to gather a chair or two. So we'll be practicing chair yoga, so a chair would be quite helpful. If possible, you could use one like this one without any arms to it. If you have a chair with arms, that's okay too. And if possible, if you have two chairs, you might also have another one handy. We'll use it later for Shavasana as an option. If you prefer to take Shavasana, which is our final resting position, lying down, you might also have a mat. I'm outside today, so there may be noises in the environment. If you're inside on any kind of slippery floor, make sure you put a mat down underneath your chairs just so that it doesn't slide. And also, if that's not possible, you can put the back of your chair against a wall. But I am on dirt, on the earth, on ground today, so I'm going to not put my chair on anything today. Once you have your chair gathered and your space gathered and the time carved out for yourself, begin to come onto your chair and check in that your chair and your feet and everything are going to be comfortable throughout the practice. So we'll be doing that by checking in, most importantly, that you have right angles from your hips to your knees and your knees to your ankles. So it's like an L shape. And then from here, we'll begin to get a sense of the floor by pressing the feet down, which will engage the thighs, taking two fists, maybe taking your legs out a little bit wider so that you can have just those two fists inside the thighs. That will give you a really nice base. From here, root into your sit bones and then lengthen up through the crown of the head, rolling the shoulders up to your ears, back and down. Good. Allow the hands to come down to the sides, lift up through the sternum, lengthening the back of the neck. If you'd like, you can take a fist and place it between your chin and your collarbones, making sure that the neck is straight in the back that way. Feeling a lift through the crown of the head. And if you'd like, you can close your eyes here. This is our seated mountain and it's our home base. So knowing you can come back here at any time during the practice. So if you're comfortable closing the eyes, you can place the palms face up on your lap or face down. You can also continue to keep the hands by your sides. And using this time to become acquainted with your breath in your abdomen. So as you breathe in, feeling your abdomen expand. As you breathe out, feeling your abdomen contract. Inhaling, the abdomen expands, and exhaling, the abdomen contracts. Let's try that for a count of 4. As you breathe in, feeling the abdomen expand for 4. As you breathe out, a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling, expansion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, contract. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, abdomen goes out. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Continuing with that on your own, feeling the abdomen expand for a count of 4 and then contract for a count of 4. Taking a few more on your own. If your mind wanders, that's natural. Practice would be to notice that with a friendly way and guide it back to the awareness of the abdomen expanding and contracting for a count of 4. After your next exhale, you can release the count, relax the body, relax the mind, relax the breath. Allow the breath to be natural now. On your inhale, you may say to yourself, I am. And on your exhale, relaxed. Inhale, I am. Exhale, relaxed. It's going on your own a few more times. Then gently drawing the hands in front of your chest, palms touching in a prayer-like position. You can join me with the chanting of Om 3 times. Breathing in. Gently opening your eyes if they're closed. Namaste to you at home. And namaste to Mother Earth being out here in nature today. We'll begin with some breathing exercises. The first will be Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati is the skull shining breath. This is the active exhale where the navel draws into the spine. So I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see the motion a little bit better. As I breathe out through my nose, my navel's going to draw in. So it's going to look something like this. Okay, so the inhale happens passively, the exhale is active. Wonderful cleansing technique for all of the internal organs, very great for the lungs, and it's also very energizing, as well as peaceful. At the end of the last exhale, I'm going to ask you to inhale and to retain your breath just for a short while. You never want to feel like the breath is trapped. So allow the breath to move freely if that's what you need. So we'll begin with just about 10 strokes to begin. If you'd like, you can close your eyes. If you have elevated blood pressure that's not controlled, or back pain, or if you're pregnant or on your cycle, please take it easy, or just go back to that regular abdominal breath for a count of 4 in and a count of 4 out. If you're ready, we'll take our hands in Chin or Yana Mudra, taking the thumb and forefinger together, resting them on the thighs. Inhaling. Exhale. When I say the number 1 is when you're going to exhale. Inhale and begin. 1, 2, 1, 2. Exhale, 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 exhale. Awareness of the stomach. Keep going. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale, exhale. Hold the breath out for a moment. And then full inhale. Exhale completely. Prepare for retention. Inhale. Retain the breath, guiding your awareness upwards to your head. Holding only as long as is comfortable, never straining. And then exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Second round. This time we'll do 20 strokes. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to prepare. And begin. Exhale. 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 1, 2. 1, 2. Exhale your air out. Big inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale for the retention. Hold the breath. Relax the shoulders, relax the facial muscles, relax the neck, no tension, holding only as long as it's comfortable for you. When you have the urge to exhale, then please do so. And then exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale, relax. Taking a moment to feel the effect of Kapalabhati, the skull shining breath. If you'd like, you can shake your legs out a little bit, shake out anything in your body before our next breathing exercise. Next will be Anuloma Viloma, the alternate nostril breathing. We'll be inhaling for a count of 2, holding the breath for a count of 8, and exhaling for a count of 4. So it's going to be an inhale. I'll talk you through it. An inhale for 2, the retention is for 8, and then the exhale is for 4. Taking your left hand on your lap in Chin Mudra, right hand in Vishnu Mudra. So the thumb, the pointer and middle finger are in the palm. The thumb, ring finger, and pinky are extended. Bringing the arm up in front of the face, making sure your right shoulder and right elbow are relaxed and the arm is close into the body. We'll be taking 5 rounds. If there's any point that you need to stop or just go, you can always go back to that deep abdominal breath we did at the beginning of class. Otherwise, taking an inhale, and exhale. Block your right nostril with your thumb. Inhale through the left. Om 1, Om 2. Hold the breath. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, and 8. Exhale to the right. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Inhale right. Om 1, Om 2. Hold the breath. Exhale left. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Inhale left. Om 1, Om 2. Hold the breath. Exhale right. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Inhale right. Om 1, Om 2. Hold the breath. Exhale left. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Inhale left. Om 1, Om 2. Retain. Exhale right. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Inhale right. Om 1, Om 2. Retain the breath. Exhale left. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Inhale left. Om 1, Om 2. Hold the breath. Second. Om 8. Exhale right. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Inhale right. Om 1, Om 2. Hold the breath. Exhale left. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Last round. Inhale left. Om 1, Om 2. Retain. Exhale right. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Inhale right. Om 1, Om 2. Retain. Last retention. And exhale left. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Release the right hand. Just watch the breath. Coming back to your natural breath. Anuloma Viloma, the alternate nostril breathing with retention, is wonderful for balancing the hemispheres of the brain. The channels of the body should leave you with a nice balanced feeling. So we use the energizing technique of Kapalabhati and the balancing technique of Anuloma Viloma, alternate nostril breathing, to prepare us for the asana, the movement that we're going to do next. So come back into your seated mountain, please. Checking in with your alignment, pressing the feet down. We'll start with Surya Namaskar, our sun salutations. If you've been practicing with me regularly with the sun salutations in the studio or even online, I'm tweaking it a little bit. So this break has given me a little time to do some tweaking. So you might see something a little bit different if you're just very minute differences. If you're used to practicing. And if you've never practiced with me before, well, welcome. Inhale, arms are down by the sides. Make sure you have some space around you. Exhale, bringing hands in, Namaskar, in front of your hands. We're going to hold for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Next, we'll bring the arms. You can take them out in front of you, depending upon your level of flexibility, a little bit higher, or all the way up, feeling like your wrists are being lifted up, and we'll hold again for 3 breaths. We're holding 3 breaths for the body, so breathe for the body. Inhale. Exhale. For the mind, inhale. Exhale. And for spirit, inhale. Exhale. Good. Then we'll come forward, hinge from the hips, keeping your hands alongside your ears. You can hold here or have your hands back by your shoulders if that's too much, or on your lap. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And coming down, you can bring your arms out in front of you on the ground. So if your hands were out in front, hinging a little further down. If that doesn't work, you can place your hands anywhere, but we're coming more into a forward bend. Hands can be on the thighs as well. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing your hands to your thighs, take your right leg back, lengthen through the spine into the runner's pose or equestrian pose, pressing down firmly with your left foot. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Coming back up, bringing your right foot up, coming onto tippy toes, and then taking your arms right in front of you with your elbows tucked into your side for plank. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, you're on your tippy toes. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll come into the 8-point pose, bringing the chest and forehead forward, keeping the hands right in front of the shoulders, elbows tucked in. Inhale, body. Inhale, mind. Inhale, spirit. Good. From here, keeping your toes on the ground, your heels lifted, we'll reach forward and out. So arms are alongside the ears. If that's not comfortable, you can keep your hands where they were. We're reaching out. This is a downward dog. You can also walk the legs out too, if you prefer. 3 breaths. After your 3rd exhale, we'll come back into that runner's lunge, this time drawing the left foot back, lengthening, hands on the thighs. I forgot Cobra. We'll do that next round. Keep breathing. I'm still learning this new version myself, so. Good. And then exhale, bring your left foot back, folding forward. You can come with your hands, stretch them way out, or put them on your legs. Let your head hang if that's comfortable. 3 breaths. Good, and then we'll bring the arms alongside the ears. If you press down through your feet, that might help. If that's too much, take your elbows out to the side. And then inhale, coming straight up, slightly back. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly draw the palms back in front of the chest, right from where we started. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release the arms. Returning to seated mountain. We'll do that starting with the left foot. This time we'll move 1 breath per motion. Inhale. Exhale, palms in front of the chest. Inhale, bringing the arms any amount up, and maybe lift your chest a little bit. Exhale as you come forward, keeping the hands by the ears, and then you can come all the way down or any amount down. Inhale, draw your left foot back, lengthen your spine, hands are on the thighs. From here, coming into plank, so bring your left foot up, right foot, you're on the toes of your feet, and press forward. Arms are straight. You can also keep them bent if that feels better, but think about you're doing like a push-up on the floor. Arms are very straight. Then from here, bringing the chest and forehead forward as you draw your hands in front of you, your hands in front of your shoulders. And then inhale into cobra. I remembered it this time, bringing the hands down by the sides. You can also, actually, I've been practicing it this way in my chair yoga, taking the arms out front, bringing the shoulder blades together, bring the legs together. From cobra, we'll come into the downward dog. So now you're going to keep the arms by the ears and lengthen. You can bring your feet out in front of you. Good. And then from here, we'll draw the right foot back. Left leg stays out. Hands on the thighs. Lengthen the spine. And then exhale, come into a forward bend. Both feet are lined up now. Press into the feet to come all the way up, slightly back. Exhale, palms in front of your chest. Release down. We'll take 1 more round on each side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, arms up and back. Exhale, keeping the arms alongside the head as you come forward, either halfway or all the way down. Inhale, draw your right leg back. Lengthen the spine, hands come onto the thighs. From here, coming into, hold your breath as we come into a plank. So my heels are lifted. Arms are strong. As you exhale, drawing the chest and forehead forward. And then inhale, coming into cobra. So arms are out, lifting up through the chest. Legs are together. From the cobra into the downward dog, so arms alongside the ears, folding forward, legs can come out. Then drawing the left foot back, coming back into the equestrian. Exhale, come into a forward bend. Inhale, arms alongside, press into the feet to lift up and back. Exhale, palms in front of your chest. Release, last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, allowing the arms to come up, lift through the chest. Exhale, try to keep the arms alongside the ears as you hinge forward all the way or halfway down. Inhale, draw the left leg back, hands come to the thighs. Hold your breath, come into plank, both on your tippy toes of both legs. Arms are straight and strong. Exhale, chest and forehead forward. Inhale, coming into cobra, pressing your arms in front of you like they're pressing against a wall, shoulder blades together, feet are together. And then coming into the downward dog, bringing your legs out. Body is in a V shape, like a sideways V shape. From here, draw the right leg back, palms on the leg, coming into that runner's lunge. Keep that right heel lifted. And then from here, draw both feet back into parallel, arms out, and all the way up and back. Exhale, hands in front of the chest, and release. Breathing here, you can close your eyes if you wish, feeling the effects of Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. Deep and long breathing. If you'd like, you can take your legs out to the sides and lean back on your chair just for a few moments to rest in Shavasana. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll begin with some leg strengthening exercises. So making sure you're back in your seated mountain, taking your hands to the edges of your chair if that's possible for you. We'll inhale, lift the right leg up. I'm not mirroring you, I'm doing the same side. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring the heel down. Inhale, lift it up. This time, hold it there if you can. Option to take your hands off and hold underneath the thigh, relaxing the shoulders. With each inhale, press down through the left foot and try to lift the right leg a little bit higher. Continue to breathe. Good. From here, we'll bend that right knee, draw it in, this time taking a hold of the shin, bringing it in any amount that works for you. It can be just a little bit, it can be really close into the chest. However your level of flexibility is today. Relax the shoulders, continue to lengthen through the crown of the head, keeping the toes pulled back gently toward the face. From here, we'll cross that right leg over the left. If it is not available for you to do it this way, cross the ankles over, and then we'll begin to take the right arm. I'm not mirroring you, remember, so it'll look like I'm going the opposite way, out to the side, taking a spinal twist, looking over your right thumb. Breathing, feeling how the spine is beginning to open up in this twist. Slowly come back to center, hug the knee in one more time, and exhale, send it down. Left side, inhale, lift it up, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Trying to keep the knee as straight as possible. Inhale, so you're using your quadriceps, your hip, exhale, lower. Inhale up, hold it there, pull the toes back. Option to hold underneath the thigh, press down through the right foot. You can also begin to bring it up higher if that's available, if it doesn't send you too far back on your chair. Holding that. And bending the knee. Taking it across, either at the knee or the ankle. The right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh. Left arm goes behind you, coming into a gentle twist. Relaxing both shoulders. Inhale, come back to center, uncross your leg, and lower it down. Returning to seated mountain, inhaling. And exhale, relax. Inhale. And relax. We'll come into double leg lifts. With the double leg lifts, you might want to come more toward the front of your chair, making sure you can hold on to the side of your chair, lengthening your legs in front of you. So you have the option to keep your legs bent or straight. And then you may want to play around on your chair. I'm actually finding if I move back, I have a better range of motion with my legs. So do what works for you. From here, we'll inhale, lift both legs. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. It could just be a couple of inches. Inhale. Exhale. We're using the core a little more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift them up. If it's available, take your hands off the chair. Palms facing up. Continue to squeeze the legs together, lift up through the sternum, pull the toes back toward the face, really working with the legs and the core, and then begin to open the legs and hold it there. Keep lifting through the chest. It's hard to see my feet maybe, but they're off the ground. If you need to have them on the ground, that's perfectly fine. Good, and then slowly bring the legs together. Exhale, lower, slide the legs one at a time back, and relax. You can come back to your seated mountain. Allow the hips to feel heavy, releasing any tension in the belly. Breathe well. Enjoy the feeling of the energy moving through the body. Good, and then we'll find a sort of interesting variation of the shoulder stand plow. So with this, we'll tuck the chin into the chest. So the point here is to have the chin and the clavicle area as close as possible. From here, you can lengthen both legs out in front of you and place your hands, palms down. Legs don't have to lift very high, just go where you need to today. Continue to breathe. Good, and then slowly lift the chin up. Slowly lower the legs down, coming back into your seated mountain. And then we'll want to take the counter pose, which is the fish, Matsyasana. So for the fish, we're going to place our hands behind us on the chair. I'm actually sitting on my hands, bringing the shoulder blades toward each other, lifting up through the chest, and then lifting the neck only as high as is comfortable. Please don't overdo it. The awareness at the throat. So we had it contracted. Now we want to keep some expansion going at the throat. Breathing, keeping the chest lifted. See if you can take some nice deep breaths into the upper chest. What a fabulous opportunity with that opening at the chest to breathe. And exhale. Release. Take your hands out from behind you or under you. Come back into your seated mountain, home base, check in, relax and release. Letting go of any tension in the throat, in the shoulders, in the spine. And then coming toward the front edge of your chair, we'll take the legs out to the side in an open-legged variation. Lifting both arms up, any amount, and then twist your body over to your right and begin to hinge over that right leg. Let the hands come down anywhere along that right leg that is comfortable for you. Continue to lengthen through your spine with the inhale, and as you exhale, folding maybe a little bit closer, even if it's a micro movement, toward the extended leg. Continue to breathe. Toes are gently pulled back toward the face, so you'll have the toes back toward the face. You can also have the legs lifted up like this if that feels okay, or rest the heels down on the mat. Continue to breathe. And then slowly, arms alongside the ears, come back to center, readjust, lengthen. Very gently, rotate your torso toward the left, hinge from the hips, folding forward over the left leg. Your hands can be anywhere along that leg, lengthening. Remember, heels can be, I'm keeping mine lifted so you can see a little bit better, but you can also have them down. Every inhale is a bit of a lengthening, and every exhale you can relax down a little bit more. Good. Inhale, come back up to center, big lift up, and then exhale, release your arms, gently bring your legs together. I'm getting a little bit of rain sprinkle on me, so there's a possibility I'll have to take you inside with me, but we're going to stay out here as long as is possible. So legs out in front of you, the heels can be down on the mat, or sorry, down on the ground or lifted. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold, big lift up. Exhale, hinge forward any amount. So maybe you touch your feet, maybe you touch your shins, your thighs, wherever you are. It's a lengthening of the spine and a lengthening of the backs of the legs. So the whole back of the body gets a wonderful stretch here. Continue to lengthen, do what feels good, release any tension from the shoulders. See if you can relax into the asana, relax and be steady in the posture. See if you can feel your breath moving up and down your spine. Each inhale, just as when we twisted, is a lengthening. Each exhale is a little bit of a surrendering in. Let the body relax wherever it goes. Just being sure you're staying with steady breath, steady focus. Very good. And then from here, make sure the spine is lengthening. Begin to slowly come up. The arms can come up alongside the ears. Big lift up, and then we'll counter that by bringing the hands behind you on the mat, or sorry, on the chair, pressing down through the palms, lifting through the chest. You also have the option, I'll turn to the side, to lift your hips up a little bit. So lifting your hips up. This is the counter stretch to the forward bend, lifting the hips up. And then exhale, lowering back to your seat, coming back into seated mountain. Deep and long breathing. Feeling the contact of your feet on the mat, on the ground, whatever your feet are touching. Head lifting, rest of the body relaxed. And then we'll work with some backward bending. So the first backward bend we'll do today is the cobra. We did this in the sun salutations, so you may be familiar with it. We're going to do a few variations of cobra. So the first variation is the one we did in the sun salutation. So bringing your feet together, taking your arms out in front as if you're pressing a wall, and then hinging forward. Again, I'm going to turn to the side. You might be able to see the action of the back a little bit. So my back is, I'm starting to get a little curve in my back. Pressing away, pressing down through my feet, which are together, strengthening the back, continuing there. If this is too much for the hands, you can keep them right in front of the shoulders. Good. Keeping your back in that shape, bring your hands down by your hips, bring the shoulder blades together, continue to lift. Breathing fully into the front body. So back bends are also called heart openers. And your breath moves up and down the spine as well. And then slowly release. Let's just take a moment here around the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. And then coming back up. We'll take another backward bend. This one will be a variation of Shalabhasana, the locust. So for this variation today, we'll interlace the hands behind the back. If you can't reach, that's okay. Just place your hands down on your chair somewhere behind you. Press down through your knuckles, bring the shoulder blades together, legs are together, and then lift up through the chest. Deep and long breathing. And exhale, relax. Let's counter that again by rounding the spine, tucking the chin in toward the chest. And then inhale, come back up to center. One more backward bend, that will be Ustrasana, the camel. So for the camel, you can bend your your knees are bent, but you'll come up to your tippy toes. You can stay here or bring your knees up higher, move to the front of your mat and, the front of your chair, and have your hips and knees sort of in a line. They're not going to get exactly there. From here, you can place your hands on your lower back, open up the chest and lift. You can also place your hands on the seat behind you. I'm going to turn to the side again so you can see that. So legs can be lifted or down, or you're lifting your heels, whatever feels better. My hands can either come to my lower back, palms up or down, or they can come behind me on the chair. Lifting the chest, trying to get my hips and my knees in one line, sort of. Breathing into this beautiful space in the front of the body. Wonderful stretch for the back. And then slowly, slowly release. Come out of it. Let's roll the wrists out, especially if you had them behind you. Okay. And then come back to center. And I'm going to actually add one more back bend than I had planned. So with this one, we'll come into Anjaneyasana. So you can place the left foot flat on the floor and then bend the right leg. Any amount. Lean forward, and you can stay here with your hands on your knees, but it's a hinge forward. So I'm still working with the back, strengthening the back. You can stay here, bring the arms out in front of you, or bring them up overhead. Lifting up through the chest. Whatever variation you are in, awareness on the spine. If your arms are lifted, gently bring them back in front of your chest, back to your knees, and then we'll change sides. So this time the left leg will come up, the right leg comes forward. Hands can stay on the thighs, and you'll begin to lift up through the sternum, bring the shoulder blades together. Staying here, palms in front of the chest, or arms up alongside the ear. Wherever you are, you're sending nice, fresh awareness to your back. Breathing fully and deeply. And then exhale slowly. If your arms were lifted, lower them to the heart first. Back to the legs. Bring the left leg up to meet the right. And let's come into a variation of child's pose. So you can hold opposite elbows. Allow your head to rest down. If you'd like, you can also take your elbows to your knees and rest your hands on your forehead. Or your forehead on your hands, really. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come and sit up. Good. So we've moved our spine in a few different directions. Our next direction will be a twist. We did one twist at the beginning of practice. Let's hold that a little bit longer. So from here, we'll lengthen out the left leg and cross the right ankle over the left leg. From here, you'll take the right hand behind you on your chair, lift up through the left arm or any amount, and then twist, bringing your left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Gently rotate your shoulder over to look over your right shoulder. Use your hand, the right hand that's on the chair, to press down and lift up through the chest as you breathe deeply into this wonderful spinal twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Continue to twist and breathe. Deep, long breathing. And then slowly come back to center, uncross your ankles. We'll take this to the other side. So this time crossing the left ankle over the right, lifting up, taking the left hand behind you on the chair, lifting up through the right arm, big lift up. Exhale, begin to twist to your left, bringing your right hand to the outside of the left leg, twisting and breathing. Slowly coming out of the twist, uncrossing the left leg, bending both knees in, gently folding forward, holding opposite knees, holding your elbow, crossing over your knees, tucking in. Good. Very gently coming up to standing. It is starting to rain where I am, so I'm going to bring you inside. I don't want to stop the video, so I'm going to bring you inside with me so we can finish up our practice together. We're almost at the end, but I'd like to continue this. So we'll move inside. Bear with me for a moment, please. You can sit and breathe if you'd like. I'm coming inside to finish my filming. Due to the rain, if the rain stops, we'll go back outside again. And it'll just take me a moment to get you set up here. Thank you for your patience. And since I've come off the chair, I'm going to ask you to get up off the chair, and we're going to move into a tree pose. So in the tree pose, we'll be standing next to the chair. And we'll use the chair for stability and balance. With the tree, we'll begin by pressing down through the right foot, and then in the right, we'll take the left foot, the left knee, turn it out to the side. So you can stay here with a little further back so you can see my feet. This is always a learning curve here. So you can take the left foot out, the left knee out to the side, rest the left toes on the mat or the ground, or you can come up to your shin, or you can come up to your thigh, or you can come into a half lotus. So whatever variation works for you, just maybe not on the knee today. I'm going to keep mine down. I'm feeling this very nicely. There's no need for me to go deeper than this. Pressing down through the right foot. Option here would be to lift my left arm up. I'm pressing down through my right leg, lifting up. Other option is to keep your right hand a little closer to you. Depends on what type of chair you have, and you might play around with lifting that arm up too. Wherever you are, you're pressing through the right leg, lifting through the crown. We're working on both. Lots of balance here. Strength as well. If your right hand was lifted, bring it back to the chair. If your left arm is lifted, bring it down. Gently bring the knee in front, lengthen it out, and lower the leg down. We'll take the same thing on the second side. So coming now to the other side of your chair. This time, the left will be our roots, so pressing down through your left foot, taking the right heel to the left shin. You can take it a little bit higher, a lot higher, or taking it in a half lotus, whatever variation. I'm going to take the same variation I took on the first side, so that's putting it down, lifting up through the crown of my head, feeling that wonderful external rotation, finding a point that's not moving. My option would be to leave my hand down or lift it up alongside my ear. And then I can lighten my touch on the hand that's at the chair. Maybe I have just one finger now. Maybe no fingers. Maybe I'm hovering, or maybe I'm bringing it up alongside my ear. So wherever you are, beautiful lengthening up. That external rotation at the right knee, the right hip. Continue to lengthen. Stay with your balance. Exhale. If your left arm was lifted, bringing it back down. If your right arm was lifted, bringing it back down. Gently guide the knee toward the front, lengthen the leg, and slowly release it down. Taking a moment here, if you'd like, you can take your knees a little bit side to side in like a slalom type of movement, just shaking out the hips a little bit. Good. And then now the sun is coming out, so not sure how it is outside, but we won't go back outside again. I'll keep you in here with me. From here, we're going to come into a standing forward bend over the chair. So you can bring so that you're facing the front of the chair, taking the legs out to the side, gentle pigeon toe with the legs. So my legs are out to the side. From here, placing my hands on the chair and gently hinging forward. You can also do this seated with your legs extended. We did this earlier. Continue to lengthen through your crown. You can also place your forearms on the chair if that's accessible for you. Continue to lengthen your back and press through the backs of your legs. Wonderful stretch for the hamstring muscles. Relax the shoulders. Enjoying the breath here. Maybe your body weight is a little bit forward, so you can feel that stretch. Continuing to breathe. Good, and then pressing into your hands, slowly, slowly walking back up. Pause for a moment, and then heel toe your feet together, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. And placing your hands on your lower back, we'll take a counter stretch, lifting up through the hips. Good, and then very gently coming back up to standing. We're going to do one more standing posture. If you need to rest back on the chair, that's perfectly fine. From here, we'll take Trikonasana, the triangle, or a variation of the triangle. So we'll come to one side of the chair. How about your right hip is at the right side of the chair, turning your right toes out and your left toes in. I don't think you can see my toes. Yeah. So my right toes are out, my right knee is facing the chair, my left thigh is long, and my left toes are facing front. Good. From here, we'll hold on to the top of your chair. The left arm can come up any amount, can stay down by your hip or on your hip, and then we'll begin to hinge toward the chair. So whatever variation you're in, feeling a stretch, a lateral stretch along the left side of the body. You can also place your hand on the seat if that's accessible for you. Good. Using the chair for stability. Rotating the chest slightly up. Chin is just tucked into the chest. You don't need to look up. Just keep the head neutral. Continue to lengthen through the fingertips. Good. And then inhale, coming back up to center. Exhale. Relax the arm. We'll move to the other side. From here, having the left hip at the chair, we'll turn the left toes to face the chair and the right foot out to the side with the toes facing forward. Take a moment to feel the stability in the legs to make sure you're holding onto your chair for some nice balance. Right hand can come to your hip, or it can reach up alongside your ear. And you'll lift up and then exhale, folding toward the chair. Keep extending out through the fingertips and breathing, rotating the chest slightly up. Again, option if it's there, and if you're close enough to the chair, I'm not, but putting your hand on the seat of the chair. Continue to lengthen and breathe. Trying to keep the arm and the ear pretty close together if you have your arm lifted. Remember the other options too. More about the lengthening, that lateral stretch on the right side. Inhale, press into your feet, coming up. Exhale, gently release the arm. Good. Take a big step up towards your mat, towards your chair, and then we'll come down onto our chair and prepare for a final relaxation. So sitting on your chair, soles of the feet down, taking a moment here in your seated mountain before we move into complete relaxation. Let the breath settle. Good. And then from here, if you have that extra chair that I had suggested in the beginning, you can lean back onto your first chair and prop your legs up. That is going to feel amazing. You can certainly do that. Another option, of course, stay on your chair the way you started. Or if you have a mat handy and you feel comfortable lying down on your mat today, you can do that as well. So wherever you are, begin to settle in, make yourself comfortable, take a few moments here to really, really cozy yourself in to the space that you're resting on. Very nice to have something supporting the back. When we support the back, we can really relax more. So if you're on the chair, making sure you're sitting toward the back of the chair. Good. And then we'll run a tense and release of the muscles just to make sure all of the pressure and tension is out of the body. So you can lift both legs up, engage the muscles in your legs, whether you're lying down or seated, and then drop them. Take both arms up, make fists, squeeze the muscles, spread the fingers wide, and drop them. Good. Lift your hips up and your chest and release. Shoulders up to the ears and release. Squeeze your face into a little ball, your eyes tight, your mouth tight. And then open your mouth wide, open your eyes wide, stretch your tongue out. And release. Turn your head gently to one side. Back to the center, to the other side, back to the center, and then prepare for complete and total relaxation. I'll suggest body parts, and all you need to do is release and relax them. After I go through the body parts, I will sign off, but please feel free to continue in your Shavasana as long as you need. 10 minutes would be wonderful. So eyes are closed or very soft gaze, mentally saying I'm relaxing my feet, my ankles, my shins and my calves, relaxing my knees, my thighs, my hips, relaxing my lower back, middle back, my upper back, releasing my belly, chest, my hands, my arms, my shoulders, relaxing my throat, my neck, my jaw, relaxing all of my facial muscles, my mouth, my eyes, the whole head. My body is relaxed. My mind is relaxed. My body and my mind are completely and totally relaxed. My breathing is relaxed. I leave you with love. I leave you with peace and radiant health. Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you so much for your practice today. Enjoy the relaxation.